Hey guys, this is Rodrigo from BR Family. Thanks for joining me for another video where we are trying to end human trafficking and human slavery around the world through making videos and making guitars. This is our latest build, as you can see. Looks so good! So beautiful! So basically I'm just going to run through it and tell you what we did to it. So we burnt it. We burnt it to a crisp, and it was really black. And I didn't think we were going to be able to use it. But we also burned another one, a Yamaha, and I hated the way that one ended up looking. And so I had all these parts, but no body to put it on. And so I was like, man, I'm just going to try to use that super crispity burnt body that I burnt. So it was originally red. You can still see the red there. And all of this was super black. And in the back was super black. So what I did was I took some epoxy and I mixed it with some coloring to make this effect on the body. And I think that the parts where like it got burnt really gives it like this effect, like this sort of a depth to where the epoxy settled. And on the top I just poured it on. So this is all poured on epoxy on the top, and on the back I brushed it on with a brush, and that gives it a different effect. It almost looks green sometimes in the front, and in the back it looks more bluish, which is super cool. And there's like all these contrasts of colors. You know, there's the whitish, grayish that was on the bottom of the original paint job. And honestly, as we keep making these, they keep getting better, because this one is absolutely phenomenal. And the neck on it, sanded down by Evan, and it's just probably the nicest neck I've ever played. He really spent a lot of time just smoothing it out and making it really playable. And honestly, I think that when it comes to high-end guitars, what makes a guitar high-end, in my opinion, is the fret, like the fretboard, the frets, and the neck. Obviously, the pickups come into play also, but with enough delay and distortion, that doesn't really matter to me as much as the way it feels. And you can never get a guitar that feels high-end, or a guitar that's really high-end that doesn't feel good isn't worth it. And this guitar just feels high-end, just feels absolutely phenomenal. All the frets are super well rounded. There's no buzz on any of them. They're well polished. The fretboard sanding on here is absolutely amazing. It makes the fretboard, I don't know if you can see that, but the fretboard's just good looking. There's all this different colors, different shades of brown, darker, lighter, just in this grain that comes out really, really, really beautifully. The back, it has that satin finish. It's like an oil finish in the back. It's really, really nice. And almost, it's like butter. You can't feel it. We also sanded down those tuners, and in sanding them we found that they had like this copperish color, and so we tried to bring that copperish color out by sanding them, and we think that looks really cool. You can see the electronics in the back. We really did our best to customize this thing. We bought new pickups for it. We didn't just buy new pickups. Like, you know how we do, we customize the pickups. And this humbucker here on the bridge is absolutely killer. It's by far probably the greatest pickup I've ever heard, ever in my whole life. I'm not exaggerating. It just sounds incredible. You can be on the neck pickup on this guitar and basically play clean, and then switch it over to the humbucker and play dirty, all without having to touch anything. Just go straight from the jack into the amp, and that's how much difference there is between these two pickups. This pickup's hot. I mean, it's as hot as any other pickup would be, but this is so hot that it'll bring out any sort of, it'll push your amp's distortion really well. I think that this guitar on a tube amp would just be killer, man. It sounds super good. Evan, he put a push-pull switch on here, so you can see that. You push that and you pull that. So when you pull it, they split. But you know how we do it? It doesn't just split, but they run parallel. So before, they're running against each other when they're in humbucker mode, and that makes there be less buzz. That's why humbuckers are awesome. And more gain. There's a lot of gain in humbuckers. But when you split them, they basically become two single coils running at the same time. Two hot single coils. And that gives you a boost in treble, and a boost in volume, and a boost in aggression. And it really takes it up a notch. All the pickups on here sound really good. And like I said, there's so much versatility on this guitar without you having to touch anything. We also have a kill switch, because we love kill switches, because they're awesome. And yeah, that's basically it, man. It just looks really good, I think. Let's plug it in. Alright, so here we are on clean bridge. I mean, clean neck. So you get those glassy tones. Very good sounding. Middle position. We're already getting super hot. And now the bridge position. As you can hear, there's a huge difference there. Let's pull the push-pull. Whoa, that's insane. Let's bring down the low. You're like basically in two different worlds. You could be playing some clean tones and then just bust out some shreds. Like you're basically in two different worlds here, from here to here, and it just progressively grows. So progressively goes more distortion, more loud, more volume, more aggression. Just sounds awesome. Put some dirt on there. Not too much. Neck. Bridge. That's crazy. You're basically going from like a normal tone, you know, like a normal strat, to getting like this meatiness out of it. That's crazy to me. Sounds so good. So now we're going to more distortion. We're on the bridge again. I mean neck again. Now you see that even if you have some good distortion on there, it still sounds pretty clean on the neck position. The middle, and then the bridge. And then we pull it. That's crazy. You're going from like to this. Sounds so good. Now the kill switch. We're selling this guitar, and so the link to the eBay for this guitar would be in the description, and a portion of this money is gonna go to saving a woman from being trafficked, sex trafficked, thanks so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe and watch all our other videos, man. Thank you guys so much. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.